Hello, my love. If you have been struggling with attracting clients or sales in your business and you want to start calling people in and magnetizing people in a way that feels easy and aligned and it doesn't include forcing or hustling or misaligned strategies, this is for you. Okay, this has been a huge part of my own life and my business over the past 6 years. It's also something I've helped hundreds of other women with in their own businesses, especially with heart-centered, purpose-driven, often very spiritual businesses, where you're sharing your gifts, you're sharing your heart and soul, you're sharing something that really means a lot to you. And that can add the extra kind of personal attachment with things. And I'm gonna just guess, I know this has been a big struggle for me, but if you match that, then chances are probably like coming across too markety or salesy is something that doesn't feel super good to you. So you're wanting to share your gifts and your magic with the world or whatever it is you're offering, but in a really authentic way, and to be magnetic, be this open channel to receive. So I actually just recorded a really powerful quantum healing hypnosis activation around this specifically. And it's available inside my monthly membership, where you also get access to me every single day with daily downloads and wisdom drops, and the weekly quantum healing activations, and a monthly live coaching call. You can also get it totally separate if you just want the activation itself, and I'll get to all of that at the end. But there are links in the description box below for you to check that out as well. But what I want to start with is just the energetics of this, okay? So in the past 6 years, I have hired countless business coaches and marketing teams and people who are like multimillionaires in their heart-centered businesses, and they all have a different strategy. And I personally have experienced the overwhelm of that shiny object syndrome and the chasing one strategy after another and thinking like, oh, something's missing. I got to try what they're doing. Or maybe there's something over here that is better for me, right? And a lot of times what this led to for me was outsourcing my power and thinking that the magic or the so-called attraction was in something outside of me in a specific strategy. And if you take nothing away from this, please let it be this: the realization that there is no one size fits all strategy. It's truly about what is aligned to you and what is embodied, what allows you to drop into your body, to show up authentically and be open to attract. Because I'm a firm believer that what is meant for you, like, it's destined, right? The people you're meant to serve, or whatever it is you're selling, whatever your offer is, there are a specific set of people on the planet who are looking for exactly that. And they want it, they need it, they're ready to pay or to buy it. But if you are closed off energetically because you think you need to do it a specific way, and you're trying to follow a strategy that doesn't feel good to you, you're actually closing and blocking your energetic field from being the vibrational match for the people who are meant for you. Does that make sense? And I've done this for years. Like, I've struggled with this as I've been making so many pivots in my business. There are stages where I was so aligned and I was so authentic and I was just sharing from my heart and mentioning the ways I help people, the ways I can support them. And I was very magnetic, and me being me was enough, because that's, spoiler alert, like, that's the secret. It's like, you being you is enough. But there were times where I was in that place and clients would come in out of thin air. It felt like true magic. I'd just be like dancing, vibing, living my life, doing my thing, sharing from my heart, and attracting people who wanted what I was sharing. But there were also times where I was so stuck in the logical mind and in the strategy and in all that boxed living that I personally am not a fan of. where I'm like, okay, I have to check these boxes. I have to make sure I follow this strategy. I have to show up a certain way or do this first if I want to have success. And not only did it feel extremely limiting and yucky and gross, but I actually didn't have the success and I wasn't magnetic to clients. If anything, I probably repelled people or confused them at the very least about like, what's going on? What's changed? Why is this happening, right? And I want to touch on the energetic piece because that's what is so important to notice, is that there's a very strong difference between those two versions of me, right? So one is me just being open, magnetic, aligned to who I am, really authentic. And in that state, as you can imagine, my energetic field would be vibrating at a certain frequency, and I would be radiating that out into the quantum, into the ethers, all the way around the planet, right? And so the people who are also looking for that vibration or who are in that vibration already, there's going to be a resonance. It's like the spark connects and they're going to be like, ooh. And we don't need to understand the how because God and the divine sorts that out for you. But I can guarantee you that the energetic alignment is what connects those pieces of the puzzle. So when you're in that authentic state, or when I was, for my example, I was just like open and I was excited about the people I could help. I wasn't overthinking who I needed to be in order to find them. I wasn't forcing. And that's a really strong thing to note as well, because obviously when you're forcing something, there's often a repelling energy, right? Whereas when you're attracting, it's magnetic and it's coming to you. The two different opposing forces, right? And you want to allow business to be as easy as possible and sales to be as easy as possible. So the opposite end of that spectrum is like anytime I've been in my head, following the strategy, checking off the lists, right? Or thinking I need to do more and work harder and prove that I'm worthy in order to finally reach the right person. Well, my whole energetic field and energetic signature is shifting in that moment. I'm also setting a new energetic standard for myself that it has to be difficult and that it has to follow ABC strategy. Right? I'm closing off the other potential ways that clients could come in or sales could come in. I'm closing off the belief that it could actually be easy and fun. And oftentimes it is our mind that creates these limitations because we see someone else. And if you're literal like I am, we see someone else and they're saying, this is the way. And it's so easy to get sucked into that and then close off infinite other ways. Okay? So the goal is to be as authentically you as possible, feel confident and embodied in that, and realize that that is enough. That is the magic. That is the magnetism that's going to draw the people that are meant for you, right? We don't really see that a lot in the maybe more traditional marketing strategies, and coming out of an age that wasn't as authentic, like now you see that people are craving that authenticity and that uniqueness, okay? So every time I've done this work and I've focused on the energetics, I focused on the quantum realm and the infinite possibilities of ways that people can show up, and the fact that my business gets to have success because I'm here to help people. So of course it's going to work out. And now I just get to stay open. I get to be in an open energy that allows these people to be drawn in and magnetized in. Then I've seen exponential growth in my business from alignment instead of force. And this is what I want for you. This is why I created this specific activation. So I'm going to dive into where you can get your hands on this, because there are two different options, okay? As I mentioned earlier in this video, you can get the activation itself if you're like, Kara, I just want this one thing. I just want to dive in. I've recorded this incredible training as well as quantum activation to help you clear out any blocks and any conditions that you currently have around sales in your business, and open yourself up and really shift your energetic signature so that you can see and feel and know deep down in every core of your being that who you are is magnetic to the right people. That belief shift alone and that shift in your energetic field alone literally opens you up. And it's amazing what can show up when you do this. I've had women who were going through this inside my membership and had sales the next few days because of this, okay? So you can get the activation itself for $55.55. The link for that is in the description below. Or you can jump inside the monthly membership where, as I said, you get daily downloads from me, weekly quantum activations, and the monthly live coaching call. So if you're wanting more support and community, this is the place to be. You also get all the past, present, and future quantum activations. So that is going to be, I mean, it already is an incredible resource bank with, I think, like 8 or so. I'm bad at math. Simple math. I think there's already 8 activations in there from the past, and then you'd get one every single week, and future ones as well. I had a total brain lapse trying to think of what I was going to say there. So that is only $33 per month to jump inside and then be on that live coaching call as well for extra support and access to me. So either of those options are down below. I highly encourage you check it out. I'm so excited to hear how this shifts things for you. I know myself, I have listened to this activation many times and I've seen such drastic changes to what I believe is possible and how easy I allow it to be. So again, clearing out the only reason or the only way I can have success is if I do all these things first, and I have to prove that I'm worthy and I have to hustle harder over here. Clearing that stuff out, and it's brought so much peace, not only into my mind and my body and my soul, but into my life and my business since listening to this activation. So it is linked below, either option for you. I cannot wait to see how it supports you, and I'm sending you so much love. May you magnetize in and attract all the beautiful souls who are looking for what it is you offer, and may you let it be as easy as it's meant to be, okay? No more making it harder than it has to be. I will see you on the inside, and I'm sending you lots of love.